Howdy folks. Thursday night in America. Friday morning in Australia. This is a tune I wrote called Coastal. How's everybody doing this week? It's good to be back in the shed, or actually in the studio now. The shed has been upgraded. Tom keeps saying the shed gets better every show. This might be the best shed yet. We are set up in Nashville. Good to see you, Floyd. How are you, mate? It's pretty. The sun's going down outside. The kids have been mental today. Our 4-year-old has been stomping around like a dinosaur upstairs. Yeah, good, man. Man, it's been a crazy week. God. I try not to look at the news much. Keep my head down, write songs. So, this week I've got a couple of new tunes. I'm going to keep the show a bit shorter this week and play a couple new tunes. One of the things I miss about playing gigs out at venues is such a good way to test new songs, just to rip off the band-aid and play a new one. Can't really do that right now, so we got to play them on these shows, which is fine. Happy to do it if you guys are happy to bear the bumps and bruises of a new song. How's it sound, Floyd? Does it sound okay? I got a new audio setup going here this week, and I hope you guys don't mind me using headphones. It's the only way to really monitor what's going on. Let's see, a couple of housekeeping things before we get going. My friend Gary Bays has written a really nice article about my sort of beginnings and some middle bits and what's going on these days. Hey Suze, thanks. And he just published it on a website, on a Facebook page. Bill Payne, who you guys might know from Little Feat. I got to play on a record with Bill Payne a few years ago. He's published the article on his Facebook page, which is super cool. Thank you, Bill, if you're listening in. Appreciate it, mate. It's a really, really well-written article by Gary Bays, and certainly appreciate it. Thanks, Gary. So check that out. I'll just remind you guys about that again later. Hey, Tom. How you doing, mate? And what else has been going on? I've just been writing a lot of new tunes and kind of getting this room set up. This is the new studio and creative workspace in Nashville, which I feel very lucky to have a set up downstairs that I can come to every day, my little sort of cave. And been writing a lot of songs, had a few sessions. If you hear some crazy noises, it sounds like Cass is still awake, hasn't gone to bed yet. So those guys are upstairs. It always sounds like there's a miniature war going on, but it's actually just, I think it's just what 4-year-olds do all day. Suze, check your phone. I texted about getting a CD. Oh, sorry, Suze. Yes, I saw that. New copies of West. We have them coming. They're printed up. I just have to go get them. Which I will do in the next week. Thanks so much to everyone that's been giving us tips for the shows and keeping us going. Appreciate that, really do. A little bit goes a long way these days, I'll tell you what. The rickety old music business. I can never figure out how to get this sign to illuminate properly, but it's a tip jar. If you guys want to tell your friends, anybody tuning in, there's a Venmo, PayPal. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to keep this show a bit shorter this week. Try to get through a couple new songs, and as always, if you guys want to hear anything, just chime in and let me know. Whoops, example of banners. There you go, that's exciting. How about we leave guitarhouse.net up, where you can get your Jedd in the Shed t-shirts, should you so desire. Every week I try to write a new song by myself for what's called Song Club, which is a really cool thing in the songwriting community, where a group of 7 or 8 writers get together, and each week you have to turn in a song, brand new song written all by yourself, no collaboration allowed. And it's harder than you think some weeks. Anyway, this week I wrote this last night, I guess. So here we go. This is called Broken Down. Stars are out of line. Shit talking me. I could use a storm, something wild and warm and free. Broken down. Broken down. is gone and is really gone. Broken down, broken down. All right. Hope that wasn't too painful. You mentioned having found some copies of your EP. I'd love to get one. Yeah, man. You bet. I did find some, Floyd. I'm gonna turn that reverb off because that's weird when you're just talking. Yes, I found a bunch of them actually. My publishing company did. So we'll have those soon. Those and copies of West will be replenished. And they'll be up on the website, mate. I'll post something about that when they're in hand. This is my Del Vecchio classical guitar, just given to me at a session a few weeks ago by sweet Michael Bonagura. How cool is that? Alright, here's another new song. This is called Middle of June, and wrote this last week. Stuck inside my head, staring at my life like a ghost, looking for my shadow. I'm a stranger to my heavenly host. The spider, the streetlight, long day, long night. A boy sleepwalks into the room. The numbers, hours, the silence of flowers. Feeling a long way from the moon. Middle of June. northern summers feel like the world might end. The spider, the street light, long day, long night. A boy sleepwalks into the room. The numbers, the hours, the silence of flowers. Feeling a long way from the moon, middle of June. Stuck inside my head, staring at my life like a ghost. Right. Couple of new ones, ripped off the Band-Aid. Thanks for bearing with me. Whew, man, it's always a really weird experience. Steve Moraldo, I'm wearing my Jedd in the Shed t-shirt in Santa Cruz. Oh, that's awesome, man. Thanks, Steve. That's killer. Santa Cruz, man, we miss it every day. What a great town. Such a great town. Thanks, Floyd. Right, a couple more songs. Like I said, it's a bit of a madhouse here today, so this show is going to be a bit shorter than normal. Thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate it. I love these nylon string guitars. My first guitar when I was a kid, I was telling Cass, my son, the story of me getting my first guitar the other night. He likes to hear stories of when I was a little kid, when I put him to bed, which is actually a great way to remember tons of stuff that I feel like I wouldn't normally think about unless I was racking my brains for stories to tell my son to get him to fall asleep. It's amazing the stuff, strange details and things I've been remembering telling him stories. We need kid sizes for the t-shirts. Yeah, I bet they'll do those in the next run, Suze. Yes, we'll get on that. That would be cool. We might do a different graphic on the next run. I'm not sure how many shirts are left, but I think they're selling well, which is great. So we're going to do... that'll be it for this graphic, and then we'll come up with something new for the next run of shirts. Anyway, yeah, I was thinking about kid stories to tell my son, or stories of when I was a kid to tell my son, and I was telling him about when I got my first guitar when I was 7. I think I was 6 or 7, from Father Christmas. And as I was telling him the story, I just started remembering all of these amazing little details of unwrapping the guitar. And I remember it came with 2 picks. One was yellow and one was red. And I didn't really know how to play it when I got it, but I was so excited about having a guitar. and it was a nylon string like this, which I'm very fond of. My best friend that I grew up with in Corn, Joel Lewis, still has that guitar, and that's pretty cool. He and I used to take guitar lessons together. He was a lefty, which he said was a bit harder for him. You and Book are selling the t-shirts like mad. Oh yeah. Yeah, man. And for any of you guitar players out there, make sure you're tuning in every other day, if not every day, to Tom Bukovac and the Homeschooling channel on YouTube. It's amazing. Man, so much to learn. I mean, that guy, we've sat in a room 1,000 times since I've known him, and he's always teaching me stuff, showing me things, and we used to play a lot more when I first moved to town, but there's so much to learn from Tom about all facets of guitar playing and music, and great music, and the subtleties, and becoming a better guitar player, which is what we all want. Anyway, speaking of Santa Cruz, I wrote this while we were living there. I've been the dreamer, I've been the drunk, been high as sunshine, low down in a funk, been everything there is to be in this town. Man, it's feeling good to be the stranger now. I tried religion, I tried freewheeling, I tried believing in things I wasn't feeling. I almost lost myself just trying to get found. Man, it's feeling good to be the stranger now. I started leaving without knowing. I started walking and just kept going. And I was so gone, there was no point in turning round. Man, it's feeling good to be the stranger now. I like the air here, I like the crows, I like the fact I've got a name no one knows. Feels like a future with no history hanging around. Man, it's feeling good to be the stranger now. I started leaving without knowing. I started walking and just kept going. When I was so gone, there was no point in turning around. Man, it's feeling good to be the stranger now. Man, it's feeling good to be the stranger. I am the stranger. All right, hello from SoCal. How's it going, man? BCR. Hey, Patricia. How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. You almost forgot about it. Well, that's all right. I have that feeling every day about a lot of things. It's funny how kids can strip away your sanity. Well, I hope everybody's doing good out there. I know it is a wild ride in this country right now. I've been here 20 years this year. It'll be 20 years in August, actually, which is amazing. I've lived here longer than what I have in Australia, and got my citizenship last year. So, I'm looking forward to voting this year and being part of the conversation with it all. I saw you 13 years ago on the Crossroads DVD, the B-side. Wow, man, that's crazy. Wow, yeah, that was cool. The Crossroads, that was the second one, I think, that they did in Chicago. Is that right? That was cool. I've been to 3 of the Crossroads, 3 of the 4. I think the last one was just last year. It was pretty cool last year. I played it with Vince, and man, it was good fun. We had some amazing guests. Albert Lee sat in with us. Jerry Douglas. Man, it was super fun. Joe Walsh got up and played a couple songs with us. That was a trip. He was really cool. I miss those gigs, playing on the road. Man. Crazy. Alright, I'm going to play a couple more songs. Like I said, it's kind of nutty in our house today, so I'm going to keep this a little bit shorter, but until somebody comes down the stairs, I've got a little bit more time. Hey Jeff, how's it going? I'm gonna play this in lieu of this crazy country. The sun rises steady, the dreamer's eyes open. It's not quite the world or the life he was hoping, but see, silver lining. He stares out the window, the kettle is whistling. It's not what he had, it's what he's never had he's missing. And see, never on time, never too late, never quite ready or willing to wait for seeing silver lining. Head in the clouds, feet in the sand, casting his heart on a hook once again for seeing All right. Quick shout out to the fine folks at Collings Guitars in Austin, Texas. Dripping Springs, I think, is where they are. Love this guitar. Can you guys hear my 4-year-old going mental up there? Man. Alright, I'm gonna leave you guys with this one. And thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll see you next week. They come on buses, they come on trains, they fly in on aeroplanes, looking for Hollywood. Come from far, come from near, you'll always be a stranger here. Welcome to Hollywood. Hollywood goes down like honey. Hollywood, it tastes like money. I've walked up and I've walked down, it's just another border town. Hollywood, go ahead, take another puff, as if it were not weird enough. There's a full moon on Sunset tonight. Hollywood goes down like honey. Hollywood, it tastes like money. Call it off, call it in. Call me back if you find a friend in Hollywood. Call it cool, call it luck, make you feel like $1,000,000 bucks. Hollywood, Hollywood goes down like honey. Hollywood, it tastes like money. Hollywood, are we there yet? Hollywood. I walked up and I Call it off, call it in, call me back if you find a friend. All right. Big love to you all out there. Stay safe. Take care of each other. And thanks everyone for tuning in, sending tips and kind messages. Really appreciate it. And subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. What's the tip jar address? Venmo. There you go. Jedd-Hughes. This is about as high tech as I get. PayPal is Jedd52 at Yahoo. 52 is my favorite number. I'll tell you why next week. And if you guys want a Jedd in the Shed shirt, you go to guitarhouse.net. And don't forget, if you want a good, interesting read, check out Bill Payne Creative on Facebook. There's a cool article that Gary Bays wrote this week. It's kind of my story growing up in Australia, coming to the States. Alright, thanks everybody. See you next week.